Hey folks, I wanted to introduce you to somebody very special to me. This is, come on here, Bev.
Hi guys, what's happening? What's going on?
This is my mother-in-law. She takes care of Mickey during the day. She directs his school and whatnot. She has a bucket list.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of stuff that she's wanted to do in her life that she hasn't been able to do, and she wants to check them off.
Check, check.
This is one of the things we're gonna talk about in this video. All right, so the big thing that is on her bucket list that was triggered ever since I got my bike was, what was it, Bev?
Motorcycle riding, man! Yeah.
So she has always wanted a motorcycle. Can you tell me a little bit and tell all of my audience about why you want a motorcycle and all that stuff?
Well, when I used to be married, that's one of the things my ex-husband and I said we were going to do together after the kids were growing up. Now the kids are growing up and I haven't done it yet, so why not?
So I got my bike.
He sure did.
And she was like, wow, that's a really big bike. I'm excited to check that out. And I was like, hey, Bev, do you want to take a ride on it?
Yeah.
And so she gave it a shot, but it was too big for her.
It's humongous.
It's not that it's hilarious, but it's like,
It's
you know, like A for effort, but man, that bike is way too big for her.
And too heavy.
And too heavy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 250-pound bike, and she just doesn't have the control of it yet. So basically, what happened next was we visited the dealership that I bought my bike from.
Yeah.
We had her sit on some bikes and figure out the right size for her.
Yes. I got more excited.
Unbeknownst to her, I was like, let me see if I can get her to put on a helmet, because I know that she's serious about this. Let's see if we can get her to try on a helmet and pick out her size.
Yeah.
And same for boots.
Yeah.
And then when we got home,
I got more excited.
Right, she was like, all right, I know what size I am.
Yep.
I know what size helmet I'm gonna be, all that good stuff. And then I texted my wife, because she was out running an errand. I was like, hey, Bev's birthday was a few months ago.
July 4th.
Right, she's born on July 4th. What a crazy birthday. And I was like, hey, can you remember how I had said, honey, that like I wanted to get Bev a helmet for her birthday? And she was like, yeah. And I said, can you go pick up these helmet and this boots? And she brought them home and surprised the heck out of Bev.
And I started doing the happy dance.
She started doing the happy dance. It was pretty awesome. So, Bev, can you go get your equipment?
I can do it.
All right. All right, so I got my helmet on. You can see she's got hers.
Yeah.
I got my boots. She's got her new fancy boots.
Fancy boots.
I got mine. Mine are super noisy and whatnot. So she's ready. She's ready to learn how to ride. She just needs a bike that fits her. So, Bev, let's walk over to the bike.
Yes.
Let's show the people what it's like when you try to climb on it.
This is the real deal over here.
Bev, try to swing a leg over on this. You can see how much of a struggle she has. Her foot barely hits that foot peg.
Well, I'm tiptoeing over here.
Okay.
And these are what? An inch, 2 inches?
Yeah, they add about an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter.
Yeah. This bike is, how heavy is this bike, Charles?
250 pounds.
250 pounds.
So right now, all of your weight is being mostly held up by the kickstands.
Right.
Or, well, no, actually, I'll go like this, and we'll balance the bike. So now the bike is balanced. So what happens if you try? Can you squeeze that front brake lever? And pull that clutch all the way in. What happens if you try to put your right foot on the ground? You got about 3 inches to go, 3-4 inches.
Right.
Okay, put that back up. Put that back up. Put that back up. So shift all your weight to your left leg. Put your left leg fully on the seat. There you go. Well, see, look at that. Okay, so you can do that. That actually isn't too bad for you. Are you able to balance on that leg? Okay, so it's better than the last time we tried this back over there where you couldn't even reach.
Yeah, because I couldn't reach.
But now
the shoes has happened and I'm not scared because my foot is protected.
Bev broke her leg of, what, like a year and a half ago, 2 years?
Like 2 years ago.
Is it your leg or your foot?
My foot, the side of this foot.
All right. Okay, let's try this one more time. Up you go. All right. And it seems like you're not fully centered.
It feels like it's twisting to this side.
Bev, I'm impressed. We scooted forward a little bit.
I'm understanding it. I'm just scared that the bike is so high.
The bike is really high.
Yeah.
Okay. That was great. As you saw, My bike is way too big for her. She could learn, it would make her very uncomfortable, and the whole point of learning to ride a motorcycle is to have fun.
Right.
We've been looking at used bikes. The problem we're discovering is that bikes that are 15 to 20 years old are selling for basically $500 less than MSRP. For example, we did a whole call with somebody who was selling a 2003 Honda CRF 150F. That bike new was $27.99, I think. They bought it like 3 months ago from somebody else for $2,700.
Yeah, they messed up.
Yeah, they basically paid MSRP for a bike that was 18 years old. And they were trying to sell it to us for $2,000.
Yeah.
You know, we put in an offer that was lower than that. But they obviously declined it because Bev doesn't have the bike. Yeah. But the point is, used market for bikes that are her size, 125cc, 150cc, 140cc, basically bikes that are in the 30 to 33 inch seat height category are way overpriced. Yeah. Especially when you could buy a new bike for maybe $1,000 more. If you're spending $2,300 for an 18-year-old bike that's the right size, why not just, you know, pop for the new bike? Pop for the new bike. We've been scouring Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp. For quite a while. For about ever since I got that thing and she sat on it 2 months ago on Father's Day. That's when she was like, you know what? Well, you tell me, you've been thinking about riding motorcycles for how long?
Yes, I'm sure 15, 20 years. It's been a long process.
She's been living in Brooklyn until she moved out here.
Listen, there's land, trails, a new bike.
Fresh air.
Fresh air.
Awesome.
Sweet energy. So one of the reasons I'm doing this, right, I'm not just selfish, but I realize that life is important. And a lot of us, we're just getting by and doing the same thing over and over. I'm tired of that. Aren't you tired of doing the same thing over and over? It's time for us to make our dreams a reality. That thing that you've been talking about doing, whatever it is, it's important to you. You need to go do it. That's why I want to encourage you guys, because I am living out my dream loudly, okay? Because I'm going to do the things I wanted to do.
So we need to find a bike for her, because this is something that I've been dreaming about doing for my entire life. I finally made it happen. She's been dreaming about it. Yeah. You know, a Harley, right? Was it a Harley? What kind of bike was it? A Harley. So what made you interested in going for a dirt bike?
Well, I saw it revs really nice. It sounds really good. It moves really fast. You will have a lot of fun. You know, it's similar to what I want to do. So why not start here? The Harley is not out of the question. But, you know, if I perfect riding a dirt bike.
Yeah, you'll develop all of the bike control.
All the skills, then when you work, you know, and you look good doing it too.
That's right.
Looks is important.
When she got her helmet and boots, she put them on and was just walking around the house because they were super clean and whatnot. It was hilarious. She was super excited.
Where is the bike? Where is the bike, Charles?
We want to get Bev a bike. We need some help to do that.
I know you want to get me a bike too. Don't you want to see Nana riding?
Yeah.
Don't you want to see Nana riding?
She does the best job with Mickie. He is the smartest kid we know.
We love him to pieces.
He just turned 3 and he's super smart because of all the work.
He's letting us know.
That she puts in with him. She's the best. If you want to come along on this journey, I'm going to document it on my YouTube channel.
We're going to document when we buy the bike,
There's a go-kart place that's, I'm not sure where it is. I just know
we're going to figure it out. There are lots of beautiful sceneries and stuff for us to hike and discover.
Right. There's just a ton of fun stuff to do in Washington State that you can't do in Brooklyn. You can't do in Los Angeles. That's right.
And besides which, I get to walk with my son-in-law.
Yeah, so we're, that's going to just increase the bond. The hope is like, when, she learns to ride.
And I will.
It's going to convince Mickie to be interested. Yeah, my wife is going to be like, you know what? They're having so much fun riding these bikes. Yeah. I want to get in on that. That would just be awesome if that happened. Right.
And also too, right, Charles, we want them to live their dreams also.
Yeah, so the other thing is, if you're not opposed to it, Bev, how old are you?
57. Don't I look good?
Never ridden a motorcycle before in her life.
Never.
And she's now just deciding, you know what, not only do I want to learn to ride a motorcycle, but I want to learn to ride an off-road motorcycle.
Listen, come on, guys.
And I want to, I want to do this because it looks like it's tons of fun.
You guys want to see that? Do you want to see that?
I want to see that.
Listen, I want to see that myself. I want to do it.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely interested in seeing Bev scoot around in our backyard. Just see what happens, see how well she takes to it, see if
I'll take to
see
it
how much of a smile she has at the end of each ride, because that's what it's all about.
And we want to encourage you. We are doing this because we want to encourage you guys to get up off your bed and go do something fun for your own selves. So come along, guys. If you guys want to, assist with me buying a bike, you guys going to see the whole process, my successes, my failures. My woohoo moments, because they're coming. Right. And Charles and I are going to do all sorts of things together. We haven't even begun to imagine. It's going to be some crazy stuff.
I'm excited to share my knowledge of bikes with her.
I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to ride those trails.
Right.
I'm excited to get my bike. I'm excited to bring you guys along.
It's going to be a good time, that's
I'm excited. You guys, if you guys care to see it, we're going to show it to you, and all the other things we're going to be a part of, right, Charles?
Exactly.
We don't even know, but it's going to be good.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to take the family along. We're going to take our GoPros along.
Right.
Because I got to get a GoPro too.
Yes.
But a bike first, okay?
Right. You can't ride without the bike, and you can't document the ride without the camera, but you can't go on the ride if you don't have the bike. So if you guys...
But I got the helmets and the boots, all right?
Got the helmet and the boots. So
I got the helmet and the boots, so yes, I'm in there, and I'm excited. I'm excited to learn.
We're trying to check off a bunch of things on her bucket list while Mickie is still really young.
Yes, and we want to, whatever you can give, we want to thank you in advance. This is part of your journey also. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Right, we appreciate all of you who are watching the video and are cheering her on.
Yeah.
I don't know any other 57-year-old people who are
picking up a new hobby.
I want to learn to ride a dirt bike. Do you? I don't.
I know you guys scared for me, but don't be scared. Don't be scared, because I got my boots.
Right,
and I got my helmet. I'm going to get my bike. I'm going to learn from the best.
I'm not the best. I'll make sure you don't crash, that's all.
You're the best in my life. You're the best. I don't care. You're the best. And we're gonna go get this thing. I'm excited. I'm excited. So come along with us.
Awesome.
Let's do this thing.
So here's what we're trying to find. We're trying to find a Japanese bike in the 125 to 230cc category. Those bikes are air-cooled, so they're extremely reliable, just like my bike is a Japanese air-cooled bike. It doesn't matter if it's used or if it's new. We just want something that's super reliable.
Yeah.
Something that does not need a ton of maintenance, something that runs really well, so that way she doesn't have to focus on repairing it all the time.
Yeah.
And then it needs to have the right seat height for her. As you saw, my bike is pretty tall for her.
It's a struggle. It's time for us to make our dreams a reality. That thing that you've been talking about doing, whatever it is, it's important to you. You need to go do it. That's why I want to encourage you guys, because I am living out my dream loudly, okay? Because I'm going to do the things I wanted to do. And some of you guys might cringe, but I'm going to have the best time doing it. And I want you also. You can do it. Do something fabulous for yourself. The kids are grown. The marriage is good. The money's in the bank. The house is paid for. It's time to have some fun. I'm about fun. I'm tired of being bogged down. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's do it. Let's make our dreams a reality. Come on, people. Come on. I'm doing it. Don't just watch me. Hop along. Get along. Let's do it. Do it. Do it.
Here you go. Isn't my mother-in-law cool? Those are good times.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We are going to go practice, get her some clutch skills, so that way when it's time to actually go test ride some used bikes or a new bike, depending on what happens, she's ready to go, and she can be like, you know what, this bike is the right size for me, or no, I don't like this one. So she's ready to go for that experience.
And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for contributing. Appreciate you. See you in the next one.
Deuces.
Bye.